Today, we are exploring a story that rarely appears in headlines, but has played a major role in shaping the future of American air power. This video looks at the unexpected data and insights the United States received from Israel's early combat use of the F-35. These lessons traveled from Middle East skies directly to the Pentagon, influencing upgrades, strategy, and the long-term evolution of America's most advanced stealth aircraft. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. The F-35 was developed to be a global system. Its strength comes not only from advanced engineering, but also from the shared experience of nations that operate it. Yet among all F-35 users, Israel stands out for one major reason. It became the first country to use the aircraft in active operations, and it operates in one of the world's most contested and complex air environments. For the Pentagon, Israel's early missions became a source of real-world data that could not be simulated. This was not about combat validation. It was about learning how the aircraft performed when every second mattered, when threats changed rapidly, and when missions required precision and restraint. Israel's airspace environment is extremely dense. It sits at the intersection of multiple radar networks, shifting alliances, regional power struggles, and advanced electronic warfare systems. The F-35's sensors, stealth, and communication tools had to perform with consistency and accuracy. Every mission provided a stream of information about how the aircraft behaved under real pressure. One of the first areas where the US received unexpected insights was stealth performance. The Pentagon understood the theoretical limits of the F-35. Israel provided something different, real operational readings against foreign radar systems that were not part of US test ranges. These included older systems, modern systems, hybrid networks, and radar types operating in unique terrain and weather patterns. The data revealed subtle behavior differences, how stealth surfaces reacted to humidity variations, how signature levels shifted at certain angles, and how detection patterns changed when operating near layered air defense networks. These insights helped refine mission planning tools and influence future software patches. The Pentagon gained a clearer picture of how the aircraft would perform in contested environments around the world. The second major category of unexpected information involved electronic warfare. The F-35 carries an advanced EW suite, but the way hostile systems behave in real missions can differ from predictions. Israel encountered interference patterns, jamming techniques, and radar behaviors that offered the US valuable intelligence. Some of these techniques were new, some were familiar but used in different ways, others revealed how adversaries were adapting to the presence of stealth aircraft. This data allowed American engineers to adjust threat libraries, update detection algorithms, and strengthen defensive countermeasures. It also influenced how pilots were trained to respond to certain alerts or anomalies. These updates improved survivability not only for the US fleet but for every F-35 operator. Another major area of learning involved sensor fusion. The F-35's ability to combine information from multiple sources is one of its defining features. Israel's missions showed how the sensors performed when operating in areas with high electronic noise, conflicting signals, or rapid changes in the tactical landscape. The aircraft's software had to sort through large volumes of data and present pilots with clear, organized insights. The Pentagon learned how Israeli pilots used this information in live missions. They discovered which data types were most valuable during fast-changing engagements, and how pilots prioritized airborne threats, surface threats, and intelligence targets. These real-world observations shaped later software updates that simplified cockpit displays and improved the way the aircraft organizes its information. Another lesson involved data sharing between aircraft and ground units. Israel used the F-35 as a flying intelligence node. It shared information with other jets, ground units, intelligence analysts, and command centers. The US analyzed how this network functioned in real missions, including how fast data moved, how reliable it remained during interference attempts, and how teams on the ground used the information for decision-making. These insights helped strengthen the Pentagon's focus on a multi-domain approach where the F-35 serves not only as a fighter but also as a sensor platform that supports operation across land, air, sea, and cyber domains. One of the most unexpected lessons involved mission adaptability. Israel modified the F-35 idea to integrate local communication tools and custom electronic warfare systems. The US studied how these modifications affected mission flexibility. For example, Israeli engineers found ways to adapt the aircraft to new threats faster than standard upgrade cycles typically allow. This encouraged the US to explore a more modular approach to software development, reducing the gap between emerging threats and update deployment. Another category of insights came from ground operations. The desert environment places significant stress on aircraft surfaces. High heat, strong winds, and sand particles create challenges for maintenance teams. Israel developed specialized cleaning procedures, cooling techniques, and inspection cycles to maintain readiness. The Pentagon adopted several of these practices to improve sustainment efficiency and reduce wear and tear. Operational tempo provided another significant set of lessons. Israel often needs to conduct missions on short notice, and sometimes back-to-back. This showed the US how the aircraft performed under continuous deployment conditions. The Pentagon used this data to refine logistics models, predict component lifetimes, and adjust spare part planning. This information proved valuable for long-term US strategy, especially when considering operations in the Indo-Pacific region, where distances, maintenance, logistics, and extended deployments create unique challenges. Another unexpected insight involved strategic decision-making. Israel uses the F-35 not only as an attack platform but also as a tool for early warning, intelligence gathering, and shaping the broader security picture. The US learned how the aircraft's presence alone influenced regional behavior. It also learned how intelligence gathered from F-35 missions shaped diplomatic decisions, planning cycles, and regional stability efforts. These experiences highlighted the importance of using advanced technology responsibly. Israel's missions demonstrated how F-35 operators can apply strict targeting discipline, minimize civilian risks, and use precision intelligence to avoid unnecessary escalation. The Pentagon examined these lessons closely, because humanitarian considerations and rules of engagement remain central to modern military operations. Another area of learning involved multi-aircraft interoperability. Israel combined the F-35 with older platforms like the F-16, specialized aircraft like intelligence, collectors, and ground-based command units. The US studied how these operations worked in real time. The insights influenced joint force tactics and helped refine how F-35 data plugs into the broader American military network. The Pentagon also gained a deeper understanding of adversary adaptation. When new technology enters the battlefield, opponents try to learn how to detect it, disrupt it, or work around it. Israel observed these adaptations firsthand. Some radar operators changed frequencies. Some increased scanning patterns. Others avoided detection systems when possible. The patterns provided early warning to the US about how certain forces around the world might respond to F-35 deployments. Another unexpected lesson came from mission debriefs. Israeli pilots provided feedback about cockpit workload, sensor challenges, and communication preferences. These insights were direct, practical, and linked to live missions. Their observations influenced future changes to use. Interface design, alert systems, and pilot training programs. The Pentagon used this information to improve the overall experience for American pilots, especially during complex missions. From the US perspective, all this unexpected data accelerated the F-35's development path. It reduced uncertainty about real-world performance. It validated certain assumptions and disproved others. It highlighted which systems needed refinement and which strengths were even greater than expected. The story of F-35 data flowing from the Middle East to the Pentagon shows how important international cooperation is for modern defense programs. Israel's missions provided critical insights that helped the US improve a system used by dozens of countries. In return, the US continues providing tools, support, and upgrades that benefit Israel and other F-35 partners. At its core, this story is not about combat. It is about learning. It is about making systems safer, more reliable, and more adaptable. It is about using information to prepare for future challenges while respecting the complexities and responsibilities of modern warfare. As threats evolve, so will the F-35. Artificial intelligence, will influence future upgrades. New sensors will expand mission capabilities. Electronic warfare tools will continue to advance. And the lessons learned from early missions, in Israel and elsewhere, will shape the next generation of air power. The data the US received from Israel's F-35 missions was unexpected, not because it revealed flaws, but because it revealed potential. Potential for better planning, better protection, and better global integration. The story continues as new missions and new insights emerge. But one thing remains clear: the lessons learned above the Middle East will continue shaping the future of American air strategy for years to come.